Alright, so we were just ending in minute post showing that stuff. Let's just take the Runecrafting hood, and we just need the Runecrafting urn. So if we teleport to the Wicked Hood, make sure that you got the waypoint over here so you don't have to walk back to this place. I'm pretty sure we should have gotten the waypoint. But up here we'd enter the Runespan portal. Because the Runesphere, we know it spawns every 2.5 hours. It spawned at like around 3:30. The Runesphere should have just spawn top floor body. If it's on the top floor, you just want to switch worlds. You're just looking for a Runesphere that's on the bottom floor, middle floor. So you can sit here, right click the wizard, say buy runes. He'll give you all the basic runes that you need to teleport. Say yes, you want some runes. Now we can teleport across here. And then since this is on the top floor, you need level 66 Runecrafting to get to the top floor. We're just looking for something that's on the middle floor or the bottom floor. So then we would hop worlds. We're just doing this quick just because Runesphere is also something you do every day. Runesphere is something you could do, or at least when you're runecrafting. If you're ever going runecrafting, just do runecrafting until the Runesphere has shown up. Do the Runesphere and then that's it. So it was on the same place, the same type thing. We shouldn't have hopped to the same world. We're just gonna go through the list, try to find a Runesphere that we can get access to. So the Runesphere has not spawned on this world yet. Essentially, you just keep hopping through the worlds to find the Runesphere. That's the only thing we're looking for right now. So there's no Runesphere here. So maybe we'll come back. We'll end the clip. We'll say we're world hopping. We're looking for the Runesphere on the floor we can find. When we find it, we'll come back. Alright, so we just hopped 2 worlds, I think. This one's on the middle floor. It's the Law Rune, so that's really good. It means it's a high level Runesphere. Well, I mean it changes runes like every 1 minute, I think. Around every 1 minute. So then when you get up here, you climb because it says it's on the middle floor. Runesphere active on the middle floor. It's a Law Runesphere right now. So you look around here, see if you could find the Runesphere. If you can't find it, then you could essentially ask one of the wizards where it is. So if you can't see it here, we could just go over here, maybe see if we could find it ourselves. If we can't, then we'll ask the wizard. So we'll just use this missile platform to go over here. And maybe we'll find a wizard to talk to on the way anyways. Essentially, we're just trying to find a floating spear somewhere. Like we could have teleported there, we could have talked to the wizard, asked him where it was. Though we could take a quick look around. We just go here. And there would be the fleshy growths, which would be the best thing to siphon from on free to play. So there's no wizards on this platform. There's the Runesphere right there. You can see it. Siphon for the Runesphere. So as long as you could cross the platform, level 15. So now we could collect some floating essence. And here's the chaotic clouds for members. That'd be the best thing to siphon from members at level 35. Level 64 to siphon from that. So you could siphon from the Chaos Hound? No, Cosmic Hound? Alright. So these things, they should fill up from anything level 54 and below. And the chaotic cloud, you can right click, examine. It says 35 Runecrafting. We're level 34 Runecrafting. Examine the Runesphere. The Runesphere, well, if you try to siphon from the Runesphere, it tells you you can't siphon from it yet. Chaos Hound is level 35. Water Esslings. Essentially, we'll just stay here until the Runesphere changes shape again. Level 64. Alright. Essentially, you're going to get 1,000 dust from it, and it should give us good experience as we're siphoning from it. So the Cosmic Hound just respawned, right? We can siphon from that. Just siphon from things until it powers down, until it allows you to siphon from it. This will give you a whole bunch of Runecrafting experience for not doing anything. So the main thing is if you're here Runecrafting, you see the Runesphere, write down what time it spawned, and then you should be able to know around what time it spawns the next day. Or you will know that to come back here in around exactly 2 hours, and then you'll pretty much have found the rune spears. So siphon from the Cosmic Hound. So what level is the Cosmic S Hound? It is level 27. As long as you're level 27, you can siphon from him. The Rune Spirit would be on any random island. If you find a wizard, you could right-click him, talk to him, and ask him to find you the Rune Spear. Or you could just walk around like we did, see if you could find the Rune Spear, and if you do, then pretty much go up to it. Alright, so the Rune Spear has changed shape again. This one is the Astral Rune. So essentially it just goes down the different tiers of runes there are, and then it becomes a lesser tier, and then you will be able to siphon from it eventually. But the Astral Rune needs you to be level 57 to siphon from it. So that's perfectly fine. That just gives you a chance to sit here and level up on the Cosmic S-Hounds. Or if any good cloud spawns here. There's just no clouds here. The Chaotic Cloud was level 35, so we couldn't siphon from it. Although when this thing gets teleported, we'll get 700 experience, so we'll get to level 35 after this urn gets teleported. Alright, so the next level is the Chaos Rune. Requires level 50 to siphon from it. Considering it's taken so long, I mean, we might as well just go here, go to the Fireball. Chaos gives 27 for the Cosmics. We got all these Rune Essences. We're just looking at the Fireball over here. So maybe we'll just wait till it tears down once or twice, and then we'll go check on it again. Once we can siphon from it, we'll come back. Essentially, it'll become the next rune down, and then the next rune down. Which is alright, it gives us a reason to be here. We know the rune spear is there, so essentially we know we're getting 25,000 experience. All we have to do is wait. And we should be getting level 35, so if we see a nebula in the future, we can siphon from them. Those will help out. But we just want to stay around this main island for now. Maybe we could go there and then see if we could right click this, see if we could teleport on it. 55 Runecrafting. So if you right click and examine these platforms, it'll essentially let you know if you can teleport or use it or not. Level 20, so you can use that one. Pretty much a good way to just look ahead and see if you can use it or not. So this Firestorm should have spawned. Oh, a Fireball literally just spawned right here. So we'll just siphon from the Fireball. But then there is a Nebula Chaotic Cloud over here. We literally just got 35 Runecrafting, which allows us to siphon from Chaotic Clouds. So we literally just got the ability to siphon from these. They give 64 experience, we believe. I think it's 61. 61 experience, that's pretty good. Better than the Fleshy Growths, which are like 49. And then at level 40, you get siphon from Nebulas. There was one over there, it's gone. Oh, this one. Examine Nebula, level 40 Runecrafting. Those give more experience, maybe around like 80 experience. And then whatever the next one is. So we got a Strange Rock from Runecrafting. And the Rune Spear. Oh geez, see, look how much experience these Chaotic Clouds. We literally just leveled up, right? We got 35. We come here went to the Fireball, came to the Chaotic Cloud. Chaotic Cloud basically brings us to level 36. So let's just check this as the Rune Spear has gone down to level 42 Runecrafting. So we imagine the next tier down, we'll actually be able to start siphoning from it. We were siphoning from the Cosmic S-Hound. Also to collect these rune essences, because if you collect these rune essences, then you can just click on the Rune Spear, you don't have to worry about it. Because it takes these essences. It's better than just clicking on it, then clicking on this rock, then clicking on the Rune Spear, clicking on the rock, or even clicking on these and then clicking on these. Just spend a little bit of time getting these rune essences. Especially if there's nothing else around to siphon from. 'Cause usually they do give pretty good experience. Chaos was level 35, right? And we don't have to siphon from the Cosmic Hound. We could siphon from the Chaos Hound now, which actually gives like 35 experience, I think. 30 experience. So 30 experience while gaining rune essence is pretty good. And then once the space is down, so there's level 36 Runecrafting. Alright, so it just changed form, so it does that light show every time it does. Let's just continue siphoning from this until we get the rune essences. So essentially, when you successfully siphon from it 5 times, then you get everything from it. Here we go, 46 experience. So 36 you can siphon from the body rune. And then we can just see here we're collecting rune dust. Something we learned too is if you don't have the 1000 rune dust, it doesn't work like you would think. You can't turn in like 436 to this one, and then you can't hop worlds to find another one, collect more dust and turn it to that one. You can literally only turn it in once per day. So however many you turn in at that one time, at that one point during the day, that's what the reward is going to be. So essentially it's best to just wait until you get the 1000 dust and then turn it in. So we get siphon from him, he'll be giving us experience. So siphoning before and siphoning from him will give you experience. And considering we only got 128, getting the 1000 dust should get us to level 37 or maybe even level 38 Runecrafting. Plus the boost of 25,000, which at this point we have like 26,000. So essentially this would double our experience. It would double how much experience we would gain. 25,000 experience is really good to get at the lower levels, so it should bring us way up there, maybe up to 44, so we could start doing natures, start extracting from nature nodes up here. And then we'll do another clip. So as it powers down to lower rune types, it gives less experience. That's actually alright, 35 experience, so it's just like siphoning from a fireball. Essentially you don't have to worry about it disappearing, because these you'd be siphoning from them, and then they might disappear, and then you have to click on it again. This thing will always be here for the duration. We only have 370 dust. We should be able to get all 1000 here if we just sit on it. So there's level 37 Runecrafting. Alright, so we're basically going to end this. This got us to level 39 Runecrafting. We got 34,000 experience. If we have 1000 rune dust, if we click on here to hand into the pure energy as you grow, so there's an achievement for that, handed rune dust to the Runesphere. As you throw the rune dust into the ball, you gain a greater understanding of runecrafting, so 25,000 experience. You just advanced 5 runecrafting levels to reach level 44. So now that we know when the Runesphere spawns, we could siphon from this chaotic cloud while we're here. Because chaotic clouds, they give a really good experience. I think it just spawned here. We're just going to siphon from this thing. And then we're going to end the clip. Then we're going to render the other ones finally. It's just we had to get into Menaphos, and then when we got to Menaphos, we had to essentially show how to hop worlds instead of how to stand in the bank spamming lobbies. Is there any active? Anyone active? Has anyone seen the trader? Is anyone scouting obelisks? You could hop worlds and find it like we were trying to. Usually we're pretty lucky. Usually we'll hop worlds and we'll find it within 5 worlds. Doesn't take too long, and if you're looking for scarabs, you just hop worlds till you find scarabs, and then you call it out in the friends chat so everybody knows where it is and they'll come. Although a lot of people probably just stand there. They do other things and they just sit here, watch chat, and they're like, as soon as somebody calls it, then they just home teleport to Menaphos, and then they go do all of that. So let's just get to level 45 Runecrafting, so we could say this was whatever Runecrafting we're at, level 45, 33 to 45. Because we do get fast experience. We got so much rune essences here. If that thing goes away, we'll just siphon from something else with the cosmic. Oh, we should be able to get. It depends if this disappears, right? When they stay here, they stay for about like a minute. So there's level 45 Runecrafting and the Runecrafting urn. So you see, we just made 25 plain Runecrafting urns, right? We've only used 6 of them, so that's why it's a good thing we didn't make 100 or 200 of them. We've only used 6 of them the entire time we've been here. So it's usually home teleport to Archaeology Guild. Or we could go to Menaphos. Let's just start doing that. Let's go home teleport to Menaphos. That's where we usually go. Just because Menaphos is right beside the Grand Exchange, essentially. Instead of teleporting to Varrock and running all the way to the Grand Exchange, Menaphos is basically your new home base. Essentially, you just teleport to Menaphos. Then you run to the bank. Oh, and then when you're doing a lot of your other skilling here too, if you're leveling like fletching, or if you're leveling cooking or fire making or anything, do it in Menefos, because if you're doing any skilling like anything here, you'll get like a 31 reputation. Oh, and it'll be increased by 10%. So we'll get a more reputation for skilling here at Menefos. Like essentially, if you light a fire, if you do anything that's not related to the Menefos things, it'll give you experience. Oh, and there's one more thing we're going to do. We're going to do the treasure hunter, just so we don't forget. Just because we record so much, we're going to render the clips so we could use 2 keys. You just get your 2 daily free keys every day, so you might as well. We slated a regular last time, regular medium fallen summoning. So we need to do that quest in order to level summoning before we use that star. So if we slay him again with a 1 key, sure, prismatic small fallen star can be given bonus experience. Ottoman's value 20. Because we could use it in something, or we could turn to Ottomans. Let's just put it in the backpack for now. Maybe we'll find something. But the daily keys is 0, so the earned keys is 22. We can store up to 100 earned keys, and if we find a key scaling, it'll be stuck in our inventory. So I had to figure out what to do. So we did that. We did the Runecrafting. Here's 45 Runecrafting. We got a treasure hunter out of the way in case we forget. Now we're going to take a break. If we do anything while we're rendering the videos, we're just going to be running around Menefos looking for soul obelisks till we get our reputation maxed out. So we'll have more reputation. And then I think we're doing something else around the house. We gotta do other things too. So we'll just be doing this, and then we're heading off for the night, and then we'll do some more tomorrow. So weekly resets in 1 day. Hopefully we can get construction levels. Hopefully, we've been trying to do construction for a while, but there's so many things you have to do before construction.